Twisting and turning in a narrow street and among heavy traffic is one of the tricks of the trade. 1,000 of Mr. Turner's pupils have already passed their cabbies test and have joined the 5,000-strong band of London taxi drivers.
The Coventry firm that has built London taxis since 1948 has gone into administration. Does this mean the end of the road for the iconic London black cab?
This is something I've always wanted to do, drive a London taxi around London. New York has got its yellow cabs. Hong Kong has got the Star Ferry. London's got red buses, obviously, and black taxis. And I've been lent one very kindly by Mark, who's sitting in the back. We've got the real cabbie in the back and the pretend cabbie in the front.
Do a right here then.
Go right here?
Yes, please. A bit late with that one.
So, some of us haven't done the knowledge here.
Yeah.
Manganese Bronze, the Coventry company that makes this car, has gone into administration, but they haven't made a profit since 2007. The share price has gone down, sales have gone down, more and more taxi drivers are turning to more efficient, more modern alternatives. What are the other advantages of a black cab over a mini cab?
Well, I just think obviously safety, a purpose-built vehicle, police records on the driver, it's a nice standard. That's probably it really.
When I say a black cab, I don't mean the fact the cab's black.
Yeah.
This is a black cab. Now, all of those negatives about the vehicle, it's heavy, it runs on a chassis, the ride is not as good as it would be with a monocoque construction. But having said all of that, this is a London cab.
Yeah.
People sit in it, what are you in a cab? 15, 20 minutes, half an hour at the most. And given the choice, I firmly believe that most passengers would prefer to ride in one of these.
One of the stipulations of London Taxi is that it has to be able to turn around in a very small space. I think it's a 28-foot radius turning circle. So I think we need to test that out. Oh, look at that. Straight round. Almost on a sixpence it turns round. And there she goes. I'm looking at the meter in a whole different way. It's my income now. Gonna get rich. We've just come to one of the cabman shelters in Kensington to talk to some of the cab drivers about their taxis.
One of the great things about London, iconic London taxi, that it is different from anything else on the road.
Exactly, yeah.
So we want a vehicle which is reliable, that the drivers get treated right, black, a vehicle which is iconic shape, which is similar to the same what we got now, and keep the knowledge and keep the drivers as they are. The initial problem was that they caught fire, spontaneous combustion.
I remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
They took God knows how many off the road, and they modified the problem so it'd be safe. They put them back on the road. A year later, they took the modification off. Now they've got a steering problem. They've also got an engine problem. If we do over so many miles, it will more than likely may have a problem with the front bearing. So it's got problems.
So, do you think it's just outdated technology then on that particular car?
They've had a monopoly for years, and
If you've got a monopoly,
Yeah.
you can treat people like dirt. It's as simple
We've
as
got
that.
no choice. We're not minicab drivers. We can't go down to car auction and buy a Ford Mondeo.
There's not too much consideration being put into it for the driver.
It's been 30 years in coming, and it's a shame. It's a real shame because it's another 300 jobs gone up there. All the other big cab companies what do the warranty work, they've not been paid apparently. Yeah, they've 3 months, not been paid for 3 months. So this could affect the whole cab trade. You're talking thousands of people.
The iconic part of the cab in London is the driver. It's the badge he wears around his neck, and I've not got mine on. It's the badge he wears around his neck. That's the crucial part. This vehicle, this iconic vehicle, was certainly a part of that, and unfortunately it's in danger. But we're hopeful, optimistic that it will be resurrected, and it's a good thing for the cab trade if it is, and it's a good thing for London.
So I've been driving around now for about an hour, and to be honest, it's quite uncomfortable. I certainly feel it. It's a bit cramped here. I can understand what some of the guys back in the cab hut were saying about it. For them, it's an office, it's a place of work, and I'm quite glad it's not my office. Just don't ask me to go south of the river.